Good evening, everybody. Welcome inside LaSalle College High School, the site of tonight's Philadelphia Catholic League basketball matchup between the Archbishop Wood Vikings and the home Explorers of LaSalle. Bob Long, Danny Rovey, and Carter Philman, your broadcast team here tonight, and the 12-4 and 8-0 Archbishop Wood Vikings in the Philadelphia Catholic League are being introduced first. Justin Moore at 15.5 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, lights it up on all aspects of the floor. Basile Laster at 13 points per game and 5 assists. Tyson Allen, the senior guard, gets the start, number 5, and then Mike Nouse, a senior, in the front court. He was the 6th man last year on the state runner-up team for Archbishop Wood, now a key starter for this team. And then a transfer, Carson Howard, averaging nearly a double-double at 9.5 points per game, 9 rebounds, starts at 6'7". As full a student section as we've seen all year long for LaSalle. And now we'll meet the starters for LaSalle. Sam Brown, number 2, had an excellent game in a 2-point loss, a heartbreaker on the road against Newman Goretti on Wednesday. Chris Williams averaging 10 points per game. He has been fantastic for the Explorers in his senior campaign. The big 3 of that senior core, Nick Verano, number 5, heating up from beyond the arc. Horace Simmons, one of the highly touted juniors across the state of Pennsylvania. And then Tim Jennings, the 2nd junior in that front court, flanking Horace Simmons. Those are the starters for LaSalle. The head coaches, John Mosco, carving his way very successfully at Archbishop Wood. Former Carl Arragale assistant at Newman Goretti, now one of the great coaches anywhere in Pennsylvania. Mike McKee, 4th-year head coach for LaSalle. His resume includes a trip to the state semifinal. All right, guys, Danny, let's start with you. Huge game here, 2 6A teams. What are you looking forward to here tonight?
Oh, well, you know, both of these teams have seen a lot of success in recent history. Obviously, Archbishop Wood, undefeated in PCL play. It should be a tall order for LaSalle to get the job done here, but you never know what can happen. Maybe a miracle here at LaSalle College High School.
Carter Philman with me here as well, as Wood is dressed in black. LaSalle in white, your keys to this one tonight.
Yeah, Bob, a lot of talent on this Wood roster, you know. A lot of 3 points, a lot of shots from behind the arc. You're definitely going to want to limit Wood's ability to shoot, Justin Moore's ability to create off the dribble.
Mike Nouse couldn't hit the 3, and Nick Verano pulls down a rebound in traffic. The student section making up half of that side of the floor. Unfettered access for the students at home games this year. Tim Jennings couldn't get the finish to go. Good rebound defensively and good in transition as Carson Howard's going to get an easy 2.
Definitely an interesting start from LaSalle. Looking at Tim Jennings, first offensive touch on the block. Kind of want to abuse that matchup. Mike Noose, more of a wing guard than a pure post, despite his size.
And a giveaway from LaSalle. Here's Justin Moore, 1-on-2. Lost the footing. Full throttle early on, 1 minute in.
Student section is certainly arguing for a travel there.
Horace Simmons for 3, hits good.
You know, that elbow set LaSalle runs to run their shooters off ball screens. They run that a lot. You'll see that a lot throughout the game. Get the open look for one of the hottest shooters in the league right now.
I would agree. That's what LaSalle came here to do today.
Mike Nouse just a little bit short. They like running that set for him, too. A good catch-and-shoot type guy from the wing, as you mentioned, Carter. That is an NBA range 3, count it.
Nick Verano showcasing that limitless range from the perimeter.
Danny, maybe buying into that atmosphere. You have the 2 whole sections of students packed into the house tonight.
I agree. Surely a heat check from there.
It is loud in the building here tonight. Carson Howard had trouble with it, so they'll have to reset. This is Justin Moore. Moore, what a great pass to Tyson Allen. My goodness.
Truly gifted. One of the better point guards, pure points you're going to find in the Catholic League. I believe he's slated for, correct me if I'm wrong, Bob, Drexel next year?
That is correct. He'll be the 2nd Justin Moore in the City 6. Nick Verano couldn't hit that one. Now Moore takes a high ball screen and hits the pull-up just north of the foul line.
Just a very talented player. You know, benefit and Wood obviously benefits. Unfortunately, McDevitt closed last year. Coming over from McDevitt, you know, great player to have on the team, especially as a senior guard.
That one's blocked. Was it last touch by Brown? They say no. Last touch by Tyson Allen, but an excellent job by Allen staying step for step with one of the most explosive players in the Philadelphia Catholic League.
I would agree. You know, it's a great showcase of defense right there to contain one of the, as you said, one of the most explosive players we've seen in a very long time.
6 apiece with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Good catch there by Verano. And the Explorers fortunate to be able to reset. Horace Simmons, tough shot, got it though. Right over the top of the smaller Tyson Allen. LaSalle leads again.
Both teams certainly going toe-to-toe straight out of the gate. This could be a theme for the rest of the game.
Hey, great job of Forrest. They're using his length over the smaller defender, despite how tough, you know, Tyson Allen does play.
That's a good contest by Nick Verano. Doesn't matter. Justin Moore, too good from the mid-range. Bringing the old school basketball back, Carter.
Yeah, he's unbelievable talent, you know. I haven't watched him in a while, but every year he's been getting better. You know, originally started at Cheltenham High School, transferred to McDevitt, now at Wood due to the closing of McDevitt. That's just one of the better players you're going to find in the Catholic League.
LaSalle is trusting Tim Jennings a lot more with his back to the basket in the last 3 games, and he's given him reason to do that. Excellent move from the big.
So, you know, certainly improving on offense every single game. Moore comes up short there.
Wow, 2 of them come up short. Just couldn't get it to go over the front rim. That was Howard with the rebound. Hesitation move for Sam Brown. Fortunate to find the safety valve. Chris Williams for 3.
That right there is a prime example of the ball movement that Coach McKee loves so much.
Chris Williams, usually going to find him on the block, but he has proved to be a reliable three-point shooter throughout the season when left open.
And maybe just a little quick there from Basile Laster. We know he can make that shot. Sam Brown, yes, sir.
You know, when he drives to those holes, you can see that running back body, trying to knock him off bounds. He still stays with 2 feet, stays in the air, and finishes through contact.
I agree. A fantastic display of composure there from Sam Brown. Very well-disciplined athlete.
LaSalle looking to show the league that a little bit of a lighter schedule in the first half in the Catholic League, if there's any light games in the Catholic League. But no joke, this 5-3 team, tied for 6th right now in the Catholic League, needs a win here. A 2-point loss to Newman Goretti. Have this one tonight against Archbishop Wood. Monday night here against Roman Catholic. It doesn't get much more difficult than that in a 3-game stretch. Playing like they need a game early on. Archbishop Wood 8-0 in the league.
You know, I agree, Bob. I think that Newman loss was extremely heartbreaking for this team to go through. So much work put into that, but I think it'll only make them more hungry as we enter the back half of the season.
Justin Moore putting the team on his back. Tyson Allen got the steal after the Nick Verano rebound. And John Moscow, he loves to see that 50-50 balls. The ability to back tap there by Allen. Didn't give up on the play after the miss.
Whoa.
Horace Simmons got to hit it.
Horace Simmons, how do you do?
And now it's a highlight. You got to hit it for it to be a highlight, but now it's a highlight.
Just great subtle use of footwork there. You know, Marcus Howard has to, you know, respect his 3-point shot. He closes out hard. Just a little jab step gets him, falls, it takes him to the ground.
And Carson Howard gets the second laugh, if you will. Got the easy 2 on the other end. What a basketball game. 17-13, 1:25 to go in a fast-moving first quarter. Not a foul on either side. Well, now there is. And that's going to go against Horace Simmons, his first, team's first. So no timeouts, no fouls. The only stoppage is when a ball goes out of play. This 8-minute game, 8-minute quarter, beg your pardon, 1:20 to go, probably started about 8 minutes ago. And I hope this is coming through to your living rooms, guys, but you guys can attest, it is loud in here right now.
Great atmosphere here tonight. Despite the icy conditions, everybody making the trek, hopefully safely.
I agree. You know, the O'Brien Court here at LaSalle, some of the best acoustics you can find in the PCL.
Wow, a lot of contact there. Justin Moore not complaining for a foul. The bench was, and perhaps rightly so. Great effort by Justin Moore. It has been his game thus far offensively for Archbishop Wood.
You know, Justin Moore, the leading scorer for Archbishop Wood, has just shown how good of a basket scorer he can be this year.
See how LaSalle approaches this final possession with the pace of this game.
33 seconds left. Horace Simmons, yes.
No concerns there. When you take what you can get against this high-scoring quarter.
A quick three. That one brought rain.
Archbishop Wood, super sub, if you will, sophomore Jalil Bethea.
Both teams with a lot of confidence out of the gate. Certainly a lot of heavy hitters.
And now down to 7 seconds. Horace Simmons, again from the mid-range, no. Still time with 2, now down to 1. They do not get the shot off. That's the end of quarter number 1. You couldn't ask for a better basketball game. LaSalle 19, Archbishop Wood 18, here on Bob Long Sports. This portion of today's game brought to you by E&M Insurance in North Wales, run by Chris Marr, class of 1989. And a proud member of the LaSalle Alumni Association, past board president. If you're looking for property and casualty insurance, Chris Marr and E&M Insurance, the team, they're your guys. They can help you, get you to the next step. Maybe you have a youthful age child that's about to get his or her license. He can help you through that process, get you the best service, the best rates, and of course, the best coverage. That's E&M Insurance. You can find them online at eandminsurance.com. Also want to tell you about Jim McLaughlin and Carrie Guerin Boyle of the Carrie Guerin Boyle team at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Fox and Roach Realtors. They are LaSalle's realtors, fantastic realtors. They can help you through the process either to buy your perfect home, buy your secondary home, maybe you're looking to head down to the shore this year, or if you're looking to sell your home, they can help you through that process as well. These are the folks supporting high school athletics, folks, allowing us to put these broadcasts on the air. So please pay it forward. Give Jim and Carrie a call. Their contact information is below, and they can help you buy the home of your dreams or extract the value that you need from your home. Second quarter underway. Bob Long, Danny Rovey, and Carter Philman, a great broadcast team on hand to flank me here today. Appreciate both of them being here. Sam Brown throws that one into the students section. And that one, a little miscommunication there, Carter. I think Joe Shields had Chris Williams in the corner there, thought that he was going to let that pass go for a corner 3.
Yeah, I think, Sam also kind of looking for, typically where Joe Shields tends to sit beyond the arc, maybe looking for him there as well.
A lot of contact, no call. Loose ball on the floor,
really
and it's Shields.
This game.
You're not kidding. Justin Moore, I think, was fouled twice in the first 8+ minutes, and neither of them called on the drive.
Coming out of the court, I did see a couple Wood players talking to one of the current baseline official, seeing how they're going to play this game.
What a block by Tyson Allen. A touch there from Joe Shields.
You know, one thing we've seen is a lot of contact. Both these teams can go toe-to-toe.
Physical, Philadelphia Catholic League. You said it, Danny. This is no surprise for either team.
I agree. Certainly one of the grittiest conferences in the state, if you will.
Simmons. Verano. And that one brought down by Bethea.
Verano just short of that. Would love to see it fall.
No numbers, and he couldn't get it. Too much English for Bethea off the glass. Brown, before the defense can get set up.
Oh, the block.
Student section begging for a call there.
Looks like Josh Reed got a piece of that going on the way up. Deflected it off the backboard.
Scoreless thus far in the second quarter. 6 minutes and 14 seconds to go. A track meet here in Windmore. Justin Moore, too good. just finds seams in that LaSalle man-to-man defense. 5:56 to go, second quarter.
An extremely tough player off the dribble. LaSalle's finding difficulty keeping him from the glass.
Nifty little pass there from Chris Williams. Horace Simmons a deep three.
So LaSalle, you're probably okay with that. That is his spot, of course. The top of the arc shot.
I agree. It's a shot you'll see Horace make 9 out of 10 times.
Wow, a little nudge, nothing called. Still just one foul, mind you, combined between these two teams. Williams, and there's a bump. He'll shoot 2 at the line. The 90% foul shooter goes to the charity stripe.
You know, Williams drawing the foul there. This game certainly is getting a little bit chippy. Obviously, a lot of history between these two schools in Philadelphia Catholic League play.
It's certainly the right move from Williams. You know, he's not going off 1 foot. He goes off the 2 feet to maintain balance, absorb the contact so he can still get up. Tough call, but probably the right one in the end.
A rare miss at the line for Chris Williams. Williams 43 for 49 coming into the game. Most notably 10 for 10 in a single game at Devon Prep. Needed every one of those to get the team to overtime, and currently that's the difference, a head-to-head tiebreaker. And LaSalle is the 6th seed in the Catholic League if it were to end today. That is a deep, deep three from Jaleel Bethia.
If you're LaSalle, you absolutely live with that shot. You know, 5 feet behind the arc. Feet were definitely not set.
Sam Brown, what a finish, and one.
Sam Brown with some real grit right there to draw the and one play.
Get one more look, and again, just a little miscommunication right there between those two Archbishop Wood defenders. Offhand finish through contact.
Beautiful double clutch right there.
I don't think there's a player more fun in the Catholic League to watch drive the lane than Sam Brown with his athletic ability to hang in the air and make these impressive finishes.
Sam Brown, excellent from the foul line this year as well, 78%. In line with the team's average. The team, 79% from the foul line. That would line up with the best foul shooting college basketball team, let alone high school. Justin Moore, that one didn't go. What a rebound by Josh Reed. Glue guy, minutes off the bench, an effort play to get that rebound amongst 3 LaSalle defensive rebounders.
And absolutely the downside of going into that full court press from LaSalle. Once you break it, you're leaving, Justin Moore a lot of space to work with one-on-one against the defender.
I agree, and for as fast a team as Wood, you can't really have these breakaways later in the game. It can certainly cost you.
Exactly.
Reed, a tremendous player off the bench. One part of his game still coming along. From the charity stripe, now 8 of 18 from the line on the year. Splits the pair.
Wood showing a little bit of pressure here. LaSalle has struggled with this in the past.
And now Shields. Verano, that one's kick. I thought it was going to be a kick by Nouse.
I would agree.
And that's of note, at least at the college level. And I had to double clutch on this one the last time. At the college level, short of a timeout, they would have 2 or 3 seconds to get this across the timeline. I don't know that rule has changed at the high school level, Carter.
Interesting, yeah, so, big impact here. Struggling to get that in anyway.
And we got a whistle, a timeout called by Mike McKee at 4:39. It's a good timeout there by Mike McKee. I don't know that the team came out ready to break that press.
Yeah, that deep corner, always a tough spot to inbound from especially. You kind of have that, the defense can use that close out of bounds line as an extra defender and as a trap partner, if you will, as well.
I would agree. I think that you can even say Wood's defense might be just as high-powered as their offense. The ability to trap LaSalle in that full-court press can be lethal, especially as we get towards the second half of this basketball game.
This portion of today's game brought to you by Winning Search Solutions, owned and operated by Mike Winning, LaSalle class of 1974, and a current Alumni Association board member. The company offers full-service property and casualty recruiting for all of your insurance needs. If you're looking to fill any leadership, technical, or support position, get in touch with Mike at 215-779-0883 or email him at mwinning@winningsearchsolutions.com. And that's a good job by Horace Simmons to flash to the center of that full court zone.
But going the wrong way there, Bobby had Sam open on the opposite side of the court.
I agree. LaSalle certainly moving negative.
And Nick Ferrano, as the lane opens up, got the finish.
I beg your pardon on that one.
Laster, and that's an offensive foul. You know, it's a tough call for the official to make, but it was great positioning by that official on the baseline. I think he'll get a great look here on the replay. It's going to be the lowering of the shoulder and the driving of the off arm.
Yeah, absolutely an offensive call. Offensive foul there. You know, easy one to make. Right shoulder, right elbow and shoulder clearly extended.
In some ways, for Laster, a shame because Simmons was not getting to that spot where he was going to take that contact in the chest. If you just rise up there, Carter, you're shooting two, maybe even one, a chance to complete an old-fashioned three-point play.
There we go.
And Sam Brown turns on the Jets, count it, and one.
That's how you break the press. And the Wood falling victim to the same thing LaSalle did a few defensive possessions ago. They let one of LaSalle's best open court offensive players, you know, have free run at the rim one-on-one.
You can see the beautiful hop cut there from Sam Brown. Obviously a true athlete for this LaSalle team.
Yeah, similar to a football player hitting the hole, bringing that running back style to the basketball court.
I couldn't agree with you more, Carter.
And he's hit 2 out of 2 from the foul line tonight. 2 old-fashioned three-point plays. Nick Ferrano made the steal. Numbers here for LaSalle. He'll attack high off the window.
That's a great finish from Nix. Even with Justin Moore trying to time up that block, got it over the ultra-athletic guard.
Obviously really utilizing that glass right there.
Mike
as
Mouse.
does Wood on that possession.
That's a heck of a head fake, and you only get that reaction when you're as good a shooter as he is. Understanding off the bounce, get to the dish. So much a better part of his game this year. He has really made some strides. Fantastic high school basketball player. Chris Williams, and that one's pulled away. What a play by Bethea.
Great
Numbers
hands.
here for Archbishop Wood. A pull-up, and I think LaSalle will take that.
Yes, very tough shot there. You know, maybe go off, get into the rim a little bit deeper.
Foul called against Archbishop Wood. That's Josh Reed. Sam Brown will shoot 2 at the line. And Danny, it's the Explorers getting to the rim at will right now. A little bit surprising when you talk about this Archbishop Wood team and their defensive dogma that they live by.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I think that, you know, as the game progresses, the foul calls might seem to increase as a result of both these teams kind of being flustered under the pressure, I think.
And Brown now a perfect 3 for 3 from the line tonight.
Going into the night, Brown is 77.9% on free throws. Obviously a very efficient scorer for LaSalle. Gets himself to the charity stripe often.
And to your point there, Danny, not only is he shooting it that well, he's shooting it that often. He gets to the line more than any other LaSalle Explorer. That driving, slashing aspect of his game explains why. An 8-point lead here for LaSalle, largest lead of the evening. Over the reigning state runners-up here at the 6A level, Archbishop Wood. LaSalle 5-3 on the year in the Catholic League, and they go to a 3-2 zone. Great job to get it to Howard, count it, and one. A nickel dimer there on Tim Jennings, and maybe that's one if he could go back and do that play one more time. You just let him take the 2 and move on. Just Jennings first, team's third.
Yeah, the downfall of you know, playing a high 3-2 is leaving only two guys on the block. You get that ball in the middle. If that top guy doesn't drop fast enough, nobody's guarding the middle. The other guy, the bottom guy, has to step up. The block's gonna be wide open every time. Wood making good use of working through that zone.
And Carson Howard hits the one free throw. It's a 5-point lead. So LaSalle 5-3 in the Catholic League, but of note, they've won the 2 games that they've played against Catholic League opponents that are also 6A. Nick Verano, great look. Tim Jennings lost the basketball. A nice strip from behind. A jump ball on the alternate possession. Will give it to the Vikings of Archbishop Wood. Great backside help there by Archbishop Wood.
Yeah, right idea by Sam to look for Tim on the opposite block. Wood did a good job having the help there.
I would agree. Great sense of teamwork right there.
2 minutes and 19 seconds to play in the second quarter. Enthralling first half of basketball. It was all Justin Moore in the first quarter. Hasn't had as much of an impact, although every time he touches the ball, it changes the way LaSalle plays defense. Tyson Allen had trouble with it. Nouse to the basket, off-handed finish. That's a righty at 6'6", going with the offhand in traffic, a defender in his grill. 31-28.
Sal certainly spacing the perimeter.
Sam Brown, that was his favorite spot. Tim Jennings got a hand on it. I think it was last touched by Jennings, and that's the call. Joe Shields checks in, replacing Tim Jennings.
You know, as a sophomore coming onto this varsity squad, Shields has been utilized a lot. For good reason. Certainly one of the most efficient players on this team.
You're right. You know, from the three-point line, he's shooting right around 40% on the year, taking a little more than 20. That's a deep three. And it's good again from Jaleel Bethea. Archbishop Wood an 8-0 spurt after LaSalle took its largest lead of the game at 31-23.
A great find there, of course, from Justin Moore. Great pass across court to find him.
I agree. I think Wood's really trying to get the most quality looks they can.
57 seconds left in the first half. Extra pass for Williams. He thought about the three. LaSalle in no hurry. Verano saw a matchup he liked. And Sam Brown will pull it up. Patience here from the LaSalle senior. 3 seniors, 2 juniors out there on the floor for this Explorer team.
Wood sitting in, off pressure, off men. You know, you wonder if LaSalle, this game has been so up and down. If they take these final few seconds, catch their breath a little bit, get a good shot, get the ball coming out of the half as well right now.
12 seconds left.
And now we can start to work.
And Brown lost the basketball, gets it back with 5. That's Joe Shields for 3. It's good! At the horn. Off the glass, no good.
A little bit close.
I said 3 seniors and 2 juniors on the floor. Joe Shields not happy with me. He's a sophomore. Right in our grill, a 3 in the final seconds. The sophomore Shields lights the lamp in the final seconds of the half. Great basketball game here, guys. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back on the other side. You're watching LaSalle College High School basketball here on Bob Long Sports.
It's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with 0 out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfort Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfort Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. The process is simple. First, we do an introduction. Then the candidate provides me with information. We have a consultation based on that information, and we build what's called the model. Once we have that model, we'll share that with 3 great opportunities that match your criteria. I will follow up with you through the entire process. Obviously, the best opportunities fit the criteria mentioned above, and the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the Nittany Lions Sports Report. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the Nittany Lions Sports Report live on Bob Long Sports. Today we're going to talk about the offensive line and our man of the hour, the chef, the man himself.
This year, you're going to see all 4 guys run. They all bring a different style.
The quarterback is going to read the defensive end's eyes and make a determination. Am I going to keep this football or am I going to hand it off to the running back? And that is generally the point of the RPO. Look who we have. We have Chris Perangeli, our guest picker for the evening.
What does this win mean?
Been with the family for a long time. With our team chemistry, it was bound to happen.
Just close, baby!
Such a big win from Cross Country Mortgage. Dedicated to getting it done.
It's time for your business to renew your lease. So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest. Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue.
Generation after generation, our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgages dedicated to getting it done.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. The process is simple. First, we do an introduction. Then the candidate provides me with information. We have a consultation based on that information, and we build what's called the model. Once we have that model, we'll share that with 3 great opportunities that match your criteria. I will follow up with you through the entire process. Obviously, the best opportunities fit the criteria mentioned above, and the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Good evening, everybody. We welcome you back inside a raucous LaSalle College High School. It only got more raucous after the 2 teams went to the break. A wonderful rendition of a school-wide chant was engineered by the student section. Danny, maybe you can tell us a little bit more about that.
Of course. Well, you know, the origins of the chant date back all the way to LaSalle soccer playing Como Egan. Senora Breen pioneered the chant. Obviously, it is a chant in the Spanish language, but that does not stop LaSalle students from saying it at every major sporting event here.
Yeah, we're going to have to get another one of those in the second half when we're on air. So, you know, get the word going there, Danny. I love it. That's good stuff. Carter Philman, great to have you as well, my friend.
Happy to be here again.
Carter, LaSalle graduate, WEXP graduate. Danny Rovey, student broadcaster here with us, class of 2024. Great to have you both. Underway in the third quarter, LaSalle has that 3-point lead over Archbishop Wood, undefeated in the Philadelphia Catholic League. Horace Simmons, tough shot.
Very tough shot.
And brought down by Nouse. Got rid of the basketball without traveling. A ton of contact there. A nice play.
Good contest there from Carson Howard as well.
LaSalle comes out man-to-man defensively, and it's Basile Laster with the keys to the car. Now it's Howard. Pulled away there by Sam Brown.
Pickpocket from Sam. In transition.
Verano lost the basketball. And here comes Wood the other way. Turnovers on consecutive possessions by both of these teams. Moore, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. Tim Jennings, the argument there that he was backing off and did not break the plane of verticality. You can decide at home.
Justin Moore lulling Chris Williams asleep on the crossover. Gets that separation.
I agree. Certainly a lethal crossover. Allen Iverson-esque, you could say.
And this time, shooting on the same end of the floor, Archbishop Wood is, as that raucous LaSalle student section. Justin Moore, he has been awesome so far here tonight, splits the pair. Just a fun guy to watch play basketball, perform his craft at a high level. And LaSalle able to break that three-quarters court pressure. Chris Williams.
Chris Williams and Sam playing a little bit of ping pong there.
Tough shot. Sam Brown couldn't get it to go off the front rim. No numbers here for Justin Moore. Hasn't stopped him before. Gets all the way inside. A great job to get Chris Williams in the air. A hesitation dribble and a blow by for Moore.
Does not stop him again, Bob. Coming down in half court. Waits for his guys to get back, pulls back, gets into the lane. Good foul.
You know, Moore's elusivity is really illustrated there with that hesitation.
Listen, and yeah, guys, if there's any, if there's anything adjustment you'd say for LaSalle, that shot, it was a decent shot from Sam Brown. Horace Simmons was an okay shot. Maybe not the best looks, certainly not the same quality looks they were getting in the first half, and that led to 2 transition opportunities.
Yeah, they had so much success getting in deep into the lane against this Archbishop Wood defense, pulling up in the mid-range both times.
There's Jennings. Mismatch, nearly stolen away. Nick's Verano, extra pass. That's a deep 3. And Laster.
Williams with a good look from downtown. Could not fall.
Could have been a carry there on Justin Moore. I know the LaSalle bench wanted it. Pull up. And both teams settling a little bit. Simmons, and now they'll reset with Jennings. Patience here from the Explorers, a deep 3. No good. Long carom, though, knocked out of bounds last touch.
Oh,
they say
tough
by
call.
Tim Jennings. I don't know.
I don't know about that one either, Bob. Looked like it went off Basile Laster on the deflection.
Get one more look here. Again, tough to tell from that replay. Could have gone either way. The official was a lot closer than we were there.
Very true.
Certainly.
34 apiece. Beg your pardon. I had to add one more there as Moore had converted at the line. 34 apiece as Moore got in traffic, and Nick Verano called for the personal foul. Already 3 team fouls on this LaSalle team, less than 3 minutes into the second half.
Student section definitely letting the refs hear it today.
An asserted effort by Moore, to start the second half to maybe lean his body a little bit more into contact, draw these fouls. This is 5th and 6th free throw. Only third, just over 3 minutes into the quarter already.
Justin Moore gives Archbishop Wood its first lead since early in the second. Good rebound there by Horace Simmons for LaSalle. It's a 1-point cushion for Archbishop Wood. LaSalle, Danny, scoreless thus far in the third quarter.
Yeah, well, I think that, without question, the buckets will eventually start to fall for LaSalle, as we see right there with Sam Brown. The fadeaway is so lethal, coming in with authority.
Well, you said it, as Mike Nouse with the response on the other end. And I'll say to both of those last two buckets, how do you guard it, right? Sam Brown, how do you guard that fadeaway when you have to account for him getting to the basket? And Mike Nouse, great in transition, hits the three. Nick Ferrano stayed in bounds. What a save. A lot of open floor.
Horace Simmons, quick thinking with the pass there. Able to keep possession.
Here's Simmons driving on Howard.
Wood sending a lot of help defenders.
And well short that time from Jennings. They doubled Horace Simmons. They didn't want him beating him. They allowed Tim Jennings that uncontested shot from the elbow. And they just ignored Mike Nouse.
Not the guy you want to leave. Do not let the percentages fool you. Just under 31% on the year, but throughout his career, he's been shown as a great shooter. You cannot leave him open.
The score is 41-36. I think we had inadvertently put a three to LaSalle instead of Wood. Sam Brown couldn't hit. So that is your score. 41 for Wood, 36 for LaSalle, 3:36 to go in the third quarter.
You know, Carter, to add on to what you said, I think that in today's game of basketball, you can't really discount the center and the ability for the average center to be able to pop threes whenever.
Good contest there. And Tim Jennings picks up the personal. Carson Howard having his way down low. But boy, what a play on the first backside help. Chris Williams got the first touch, a clear foul there on Tim Jennings, his third. Team's fourth, a 10-2 run from Archbishop Wood to start the third quarter.
Certainly not the start you wanted if you're LaSalle. Wood amping up the defensive pressure. Once they're crossing half court, they're sending two guys at the LaSalle ball handlers. One thing LaSalle has struggled with, we've talked about it before on the year, is turnovers against tough pressure. And Wood is trying to take advantage of that weakness to start this third quarter.
3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the quarter. Carson Howard came into the game 20 for 54 at the line. Missed both there.
Certainly the guy you want to foul if you had to foul someone.
I agree with that.
Big possession here for this LaSalle team. 3:11 to go. The quarter's gone wrong in every thinkable way, but they can cut it right back to a possession here. Good defense. Who else? Josh Reed, the defensive stalwart, coming off the bench.
Yeah, great deflection there. Horace, on those deflections where the postee, if you will, reaches around. Horace looking for a grab of the jersey there.
Shields to inbound.
LaSalle certainly trying to find their footing here. Possession after possession. Shots do not seem to fall their way. And Wood's margin only seems to keep increasing.
Chris Williams inside. The footwork was good. The strip, and it was stepping on the end line, Jaleel Bethia.
A little bit of frustration coming through on this LaSalle team. Wood obviously amping up the physicality. Not having any fouls to show for it. Maybe Chris Williams thinking he got slapped.
I would agree. I think Williams looking for that shooting foul call.
That one knocked out of bounds. Good job again by Josh Reed. You had two guys cutting to that weak side block. And that's the challenge then when you're trying to inbound. Now against two defenders in the area. A lot of hand checking there, nothing called. Wow, an official bench warning to LaSalle. I don't know that John Mosco's going to like that. He's got his palms to the sky. There was a block and potentially a transition opportunity.
I'm not sure if that's necessarily the right call when to make that call. LaSalle more or less kind of bailed out there.
Yep, that's a big mistake there. Sam Brown, a double team inside. Huh.
Seemingly an endless possession for LaSalle.
So that's the one that gets called.
Interesting call there. Very interesting call there.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, hoping the officials establish a little bit more consistency here. Letting them play in the first half for the most part.
Nick Ferrano came to the basketball.
Nick Ferrano, bully ball in the interior.
And Justin Moore not moving off the spot.
Horace Simmons couldn't get the shooter's roll. Tough drive inside. Couldn't get the foul. That was Tyson Allen. There's a deep three on the recoil. No good.
LaSalle, very big stop there.
Would have been a very athletic finish there on the putback if that went down.
So now Wood has gone into a little bit of an offensive funk. Deep three, Simmons. Tipped out of bounds by Josh Reed. LaSalle basketball.
LaSalle playing a little tight right now. Seem to be forcing some shots. Not getting a lot of open looks.
I would agree, not exactly playing fluid.
Yeah, I want to keep that ball moving like they were doing in that first half.
Agree.
LaSalle's so good on baseline out of bounds plays, but they haven't gotten one of those gimmies yet. And a whistle here. Let's get a look at this. Chris Williams was hit as he was running through a screen, and he went down. Maybe just a little bit of a lower of the shoulder might have got him in a tough spot there.
Just enough to knock the wind out of you for a couple seconds, eh?
Moscow not happy about the stoppage.
Yeah, clearly was hurt on the play. That's tough. That's always a tough situation there, right?
Yeah, it's certainly not an advantage for either team at that point.
Yeah.
So I think it's hypothetically the right call from the official. Obviously different situation than the possession prior. We're doing a great job switching, not allowing the cutter to get any open space.
Sam Brown got the finish.
And finally the shot you're wanting if you LaSalle. Get Sam mismatched a little bit, get him deep into the post, and let him rise up and finish.
Now it's for three. It's good.
Heavily contested three, disregarding the contact.
That's 3 or 4 from deep for him. All of them off the screen, catch and shoot, lethal from beyond the arc. Under 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Horace Simmons, great look. Got it.
The answer.
Timeout, Mike McKee, 46 seconds left in the third quarter. And for as poorly as, at least comparatively speaking, as LaSalle has played in the third quarter, combined with the first and second, a little lull from Archbishop Wood, and a nice job by this LaSalle team to stick with it, get in the offensive set, a couple buckets in consecutive possessions. They're right here.
Yeah, finally get the shot you want. Horace, top of the key, automatic, as we've mentioned before.
This portion of today's game brought to you by E&M Insurance in North Wales. Great spot to get property and casualty insurance, either on the personal or the commercial side. Call Chris Marr, class of 1989 at LaSalle, sent 2 sons through LaSalle as well, and appreciate their sponsorship of us. Now let's get the student section here. That's good stuff there. Love that. I'm sure Chris won't mind. Visit E&M Insurance at eandminsurance.com to get a great quote, and you know you'll get the best service when you're working with E&M. They did it again, Danny. I'm glad. That was awesome.
Of course, always a treat to hear the Olive Bean chant at any game. Certainly electrifying not only the crowd, but the players. Definitely adding into that home court advantage here at O'Brien Court.
LaSalle trying to mix things up defensively, picking up full court against Archbishop Wood. We got it in the hands of the right guy, though, Justin Moore, so calm with the basketball. Now what does Archbishop Wood decide to do with 32 seconds left? They get a great look.
They can't finish, but what a find by Moore. Need to finish the possession for LaSalle.
Seemingly a gift there given to LaSalle by the basketball gods.
15 seconds left in the quarter. It's Nick Verano.
Double coming. Got to find the open guy.
Deep three, Simmons. And a fight for the rebound. Brought down. 3 seconds left. Still plenty of time. But Thea all the way. Too strong off the glass, and we head to the fourth quarter. What a basketball game here between Archbishop Wood and LaSalle. 13-7, Archbishop Wood outscored the Explorers in that third quarter. This portion of today's game brought to you by Jim McLaughlin and Carrie Guerin Boyle of the Carrie Guerin Boyle team at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Fox and Roach Realtors. Their contact information is below. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, go to the realtors that we trust most, that I trust most here at Bob Long Sports. That's Jim and Carrie. They helped us buy our dream home, and they can help you either buy or sell in this real estate market. Also want to tell you about Doug Kelly in Binswanger. Doug Kelly is a LaSalle graduate, very involved with the alumni board, but a great commercial realtor. If you have a building on the commercial side that you're looking to lease out, maybe you're looking to sell or fit out, or maybe you're looking to buy, expand that warehouse. It's a good economic climate right now. Go talk to Doug Kelly at Binswanger, proud sponsor of Bob Long Sports. Finally, you may be wondering where you're going to go to the game tonight after the game. First of all, we all want everybody to stay safe this winter from a weather standpoint, but a great spot to be is the Jamison Poorhouse. Family, food, and fun. Great food and drink specials. It's run by the Wade family right in Jamison. The Wade family is a big part of everything LaSalle, big part of what we do here at Bob Long Sports, and we appreciate their support. Your broadcast team, Bob Long, Danny Rovey, Carter Philman, and Brady is helping us out on camera, doing an excellent job. We appreciate him. Headed into the fourth quarter, 8 minutes on the clock. 3-point lead for Archbishop Wood. There's a slide to the hole. Laster, another one that just wouldn't go, but the follow is good.
Another great find from Justin Moore, rolling off the finding Basil, cutting down the lane while he's being doubled. Great vision from the senior.
Laster, you know he just wanted that offensive rebound and the two, denying the Justin Moore assist. And a foul is called inside. That goes against Jaleel Bethia. Team second here in the fourth quarter.
That's his second. Team second.
Sam Brown really thought about taking that three. Lost the basketball. And here comes Archbishop Wood 3-on-1. Howard dives. Boy, didn't really need to go to the other side of the rim. And a foul is called. Tyson Allen and Horace Simmons get acquainted.
Hey, great defense from Chris Williams there. You know, solid contest.
You know, and that's a good view on the replay. They're mixing it up. Nothing there. All's good.
I didn't think so.
Certainly only going to rile up the student section even more. Adding to the energy here.
That's basketball, folks. That is just hoops. That's the third team foul on Archbishop Wood. 7:13 left on the fourth quarter clock. It's Archbishop Wood 46, LaSalle 41. As good a hoops game as we've seen in the league this year. Joe Shields is open for three, would be a big one. Nearly went in off the glass, and that one could have been, probably should have been, a travel.
I agree, a bit of a questionable no call there.
Justin Moore through traffic. Wow. That's going to go against Nick Sperano. I think a foul call on Nick Sperano could have occurred multiple times across the timeline. I don't think that was the moment.
No, I don't think so either. You know, picked him up full court, you know, arm barred him a few times down the court, and then he gets the call there.
And that's just him losing the footing.
Yeah.
Yikes. Howard. And that one's a tough call, I think.
Definitely dipped his shoulder, but, you know, when you're a big guy, you do see that a little bit more often than not.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to shoot the basketball there.
Obviously, calls like that will not hurt LaSalle.
Now.
Got to watch these high arcing passes. Luckily, Wood hasn't tried to intercept one.
Of course, I said it once in the second half, but it's like they're playing ping pong.
Yeah, exactly.
Back and forth and back and forth.
Verano now has Laster on him.
Big possession from LaSalle. You know, you really want a good look here.
That's a nice rebound there by Moore.
And I think you're okay with that look if you're LaSalle. You know, you get Horace to his spot with a little bit of a space for him to shoot.
A little bit unlucky. You can't put that one away.
Need some shots to start falling.
Definitely.
A little bit of a...
What a feed. Lost the basketball. Shields on the floor first. Tyson Allen came up with it. Contact. 2 coming at the line. It's a war out there in the Catholic League. Tyson Allen, you see him lose the basketball there. Shields trying to get rid of that basketball, just plucked away from him.
It seemed to be a far cry from the great rhythm of the first half we had. Both teams' offensive slowing down a pretty considerable amount. Physicality picking up also by a considerable amount.
Big foul shot coming up here. Allen now 56% from the line this year.
High arcing shot did not look super comfortable on the line.
So he made 1 of 2. It's 47-41 Archbishop Wood. 5:39 to go. A second consecutive quarter here in the second half where LaSalle has struggled to score in the first few minutes. Sam Brown, that one kept in bounds after the initial tip by Brown. Laster, no numbers, doesn't matter.
Another great shot from LaSalle. Again, Nix finding himself wide open. Shot can't drop. Wood capitalizes off the rebound.
Now all of a sudden getting a little late early here, as the great Yogi Berra would say. 49-41, extra pass for Williams. Verano all the way to the 10. He's fouled on his way to the bucket. I think in the act of shooting. We'll get that confirmation.
I would sure hope so.
2 shots coming up. Just a little head fake. Moore, a little bit late getting there.
LaSalle stuck on the arc for the last few possessions. Good to see Nix getting to the lane, finding that open space and getting fouled.
Obviously, I think the mantra for the rest of the game is really whatever it takes to score these baskets, because every possession is ever the more crucial.
Well, a big part of that, hitting shots with the clock stopped, and Nix Verano did that. 2 for 2 from the line. If it comes down to it, Archbishop Wood as a team, 72% from the foul line. That's pretty darn good. LaSalle shooting 79% from the line, but 72%, that'll lead most leagues statewide. And that a wild pass.
Certainly a key lapse in judgment there from Wood. LaSalle hoping to capitalize off this mistake.
And again, that one-handed pass coming across the timeline, trying to catch Laster going to the basket. That one just sailed on him.
Obviously the right read to put 2 players in that same position to catch, but just the pass was not there.
Six-point game. It was a 3-point lead for LaSalle
Look middle.
at the half. That is Horace Simmons. No.
The 3 ball has gone very cold for both teams here.
Very cold.
Laster on the dribble drive. Good footwork. And Josh Reed, he's not the guy necessarily to take the spot up 3. A grab called against Nix Verano. That's his 3rd, team 7th, and all of a sudden Justin Moore to the line, shooting 1 and 1. And guys, there's a clear demarcation from the way this game was called, not just in the first half, but from the 3rd quarter to the 4th quarter here.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of a touchy there.
Yep.
Didn't look like there was a lot going on, affected Moore in any way, but finds himself at the line for 1 and 1.
And a very good free throw shooter, 84% from the line. He's the guy you want up there. Moore has been putting a show on all year long, continues that here at LaSalle. He'll take a seat. I would assume that respite will be brief.
I would agree with that.
Marcus Dixon checks in. I believe his first minutes in the game. Pulled away, Tyson Allen, and he stepped on the baseline.
Again, it looked like a lot of grabbing on Horace on that baseline. but Wood ends up with the ball regardless.
You know what? The official initially pointed LaSalle's way, but that's clearly Archbishop Wood's basketball. Timeout on the floor, 4:11 to play. And Archbishop Wood really has an opportunity here to start to pull away with this thing. This portion of today's game brought to you by the Station Tap House in Doylestown. It's a great place to go watch the big game. It is a great spot to go have a nice meal with family and friends. Also have been to several parties there. They have a great back room, engagement parties, bridal showers, baby showers, retirement parties, whatever you may need to do. They have the space for you. It's right at the end of the R5 line on Doylestown, exit of the train station. It's a phenomenal place to go get yourself something to eat or drink. Also run by the Wade family. We appreciate them and their support of Bob Long Sports. Also want to tell you about Next Play Basketball. Are you looking for an AAU basketball team this spring and summer? If you are, Next Play Basketball, started by Matt Paul and Ryan Ansel, is a program designed to help players elevate their game and prepare to play at the next level. Next Play has boys and girls teams from 4th to 11th graders and is based in Delaware and Montgomery counties. Visit nextplaybasketball.com for more information about tryouts and other programming. Archbishop Wood basketball, an 8-point lead, 4:11 to go. And Archbishop Wood's going to be fortunate to get the basketball after that inadvertent toss into the backcourt.
Justin Moore, after a brief rest, already back on the court. Marcus Dixon accomplishing his goal of getting that defensive stop. Takes a seat back on the bench.
And Moore in no hurry here, running at his own pace.
Moore with a beautiful dribble drive right there. What an athlete.
Largest lead of the night for Archbishop Wood, 3:38 to go, fourth quarter. And LaSalle's going to need to get a look, and a good one at that, on every offensive possession. What a play. That's Basile Laster. Let's get another look. That's, wait a sec. So now they've changed the call, and it's LaSalle ball. Keep a look. It's Horace Simmons throwing that ball out of bounds.
Throwing out of bounds.
I mean, you can argue whether there's a foul call, but that's not out of bounds on Archbishop Wood. And John Moscow making his case made.
I think, to say the least, some questionable officiating for both sides.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a very difficult game to officiate. Two high-level teams playing at a high rate. Have to give them that, certainly. And LaSalle's going to get the basketball. Sam Brown dives to the pin, count it, and one. They needed that one.
A big bucket from the senior off the offensive rebound.
Sam Brown seemingly piece by piece keeping LaSalle in the game. Obviously, when it's within single digits, it is within reach, despite only 3 minutes and 17 seconds left on the board.
And it gets really interesting as well, Danny. How does Archbishop Wood start to run the offense? Can they park the bus? Because we haven't seen any propensity to do that thus far.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's really in their MO. With at least 3 minutes in this game, I think they're still going to play their style.
I agree, and that style is a very high-powered, fast-paced offense. The
only thing I'll say to that, it's not that they can't, it's that they haven't.
Yeah.
We'll see what they look to do here. 3:10 to go.
Try to get the ball out of Justin Moore's hands. Proving not to be an easy task.
Tyson Allen goes right back up with it. I don't know if Horace Simmons got a block or if he was just blocked by the rim.
Might be a combination of both.
Another huge possession here for LaSalle.
LaSalle obviously needing to capitalize off this possession here.
Got the look they wanted.
Double team, skip pass, Ryan Moore, so good from beyond the arc.
There it is.
Now that's running an offensive set.
Just like that, a 4-point game, 2 minutes and 30 in this fourth.
Ryan Sorge, more of a role player off the bench, but can't take away the 41% three-point shooter on the year. Not a guy you want to leave open.
Student section back up and active.
Laster, he'll pull this one back. 2:13 to go.
Doing a great job staying in front of his man.
trying to induce a 5-second call. And LaSalle now needs to come to the basketball.
Well, we talked about it briefly ago. Now Wood is looking to take the air out of the ball, if you will. Forces a turnover.
So difficult to hold the ball for 2 minutes at a time. Archbishop Wood found that out as LaSalle came for the double. Miscommunication between Moore and Nouse. And the ball heads into the sea of white. The LaSalle student section white out here tonight.
If you're LaSalle, you would love a basket here. Does not need to be a 3. Plenty of time left in this game. Let's get the student section really going here.
I agree. I think the biggest thing right now is finding the most quality look available.
Again, open man off the double. They just got to find it.
Now potentially a mismatch here as they go to Horace Simmons. Hits the 2.
Dashes in.
Right over the top of the smaller Josh Reed. Carson Howard got switched on to Nick Ferrano. LaSalle runs the set perfectly.
Horace Simmons in the clutch.
About time a shot dropped for him.
1:20 to go, and John Moscow, you see it on your screen. I need a timeout.
Obviously, Wood certainly a little bit flustered, a little bit off their game, and the student section is jumping. And I mean that literally. You know, Carter, I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but those bleachers look like they're on their last leg.
An earthquake at O'Brien Court, Danny.
Okay, guys, let's talk strategy. First things first, is Carson Howard going to be out there on the floor?
Look, if you're John Moscow, you have to have your best free throw shooters on there. I can't see him being on the court in this situation, especially in the one-on-one where the front end is so crucial. You know, you can't be comfortable with one of your poorest free throw shooters out on the court despite his size and ability.
And if he does happen to be out there, is that something where you run up and grab him right away?
Yeah, if he gets the ball in his hands, he should be a primary target to take the foul. Take your chances at the free throw line. You know, even if he hits the first, misses the second, it's still more or less a net positive on the possession.
I agree. You know, I think that that's definitely the priority. Obviously, 37% from the line on the year. Again, like you said, their poorest free throw shooter. Obviously, in LaSalle's best interest to be able to foul.
And we could put it to bed right away.
Yep.
Exactly.
Let's see, Alaster, 78% from the line. Tyson Allen, 55% from the line. Mike Nouse has only attempted 10 free throws on the year.
But probably not a guy you want at the free throw line regardless.
Justin Moore, Laster, Nouse. He's been so good tonight.
Got to get that rebound. Finish the possession off.
And they do.
Salle with the rebound.
1 minute, 5 seconds to go. LaSalle, it's been an 8-0 run since they trailed 53-43.
Compose, they want to get Brown on that block. Double comes. Face him.
Bang! Nick Verano. LaSalle takes the lead.
Oh, and just a little bit of a tip there from Horace Simmons.
That should be LaSalle ball.
Last touched by Archbishop Wood. Let's get another look.
Student section fighting coming onto the court right now. Pandemonium at O'Brien Court.
Just a little tip there. Just a little tip from Horace Simmons, and that was the difference between Wood taking the lead.
LaSalle down, what, 9-10 points? Now with the lead.
And a technical foul. A technical foul has just been called on the Wood bench. John Moscow coming across, frustrated to his team, slams his board, and it breaks onto the court. Official sees it, calls a technical foul.
Huh. That is tough.
Certainly a wild 1 minute.
I mean, that might be, beg your pardon, that may be the rule, and they may not have any jurisdiction or leeway there. If not, man, that's a huge time to make that call.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing. They called a 30-second timeout. If it was a full timeout and he does that in the confines of his bench and not on the court, I think it's a completely different call. The official probably doesn't see it.
Yeah, that's just difficult there.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
There was a late technical foul called against Father Judge last Friday night as well that ended up not necessarily being the difference, but put it out of reach with about 2 minutes left. And history repeats itself on a Friday night in Windmore. Now, it's still just a one-possession game here, guys, but with 37 seconds left, 6 team fouls against Archbishop Wood. LaSalle will be in the bonus at the next foul. 5 excellent foul shooters out there on the line, but they have to get it in first.
Yep, pressure will absolutely be coming.
And a timeout called by Chris Williams.
Smart call there by Williams, I think.
Oh, that time's ticking pretty quickly there.
Certainly.
Yeah, as Wood ups the pressure, tries to deny all ball handlers, as LaSalle has shown all season, has a propensity to turn it over just a little bit. We'll see if they can get this inbound as the step one.
37 seconds remain on the clock. LaSalle just called a timeout.
Not a better place to be than O'Brien Court.
Hey, they're giving us a shout out. This is as good as student sections I've seen here in a very long time, and that's saying something, guys.
I would agree.
Great game for it. Absolutely playing a part in the atmosphere tonight.
Student body, of course, showing out for a team of a caliber such as Wood.
Couldn't have picked a better game to do it.
Archbishop Wood unbeaten in the league, 8-0.
And to think about it, Carter, we haven't even had Silent Night yet.
I was actually thinking about that earlier today. When's Silent Night coming?
Horace Simmons, a triple team and a quick foul.
If you're Wood, obviously you're looking to foul. There's 30 seconds left. Maybe feeling a little bit of pressure there. Why don't you make Horace dribble the ball around in the backcourt? They had the double there. Not a lot of outlets for Horace to go to.
I got to tell
you,
you,
the foul in the backcourt.
I thought it was a quick whistle myself. I don't think the intent was to foul there. It was called against Tyson Allen. Maybe a little bump there, but to your point, Carter, I don't think that was the intent. Timeout on the floor.
Yeah, obviously officials trying to take into consideration timing on the clock. Really shouldn't be playing a part in how they call the game, but I think every official does it this late in the game, especially when players are pressing. You don't really know. You want to try to read the foul so it doesn't get too physical, and I think that's just a situation of an official just calling it a little bit too soon.
It was a 53-43 lead for Archbishop Wood with just under 4 minutes left in the basketball game, and since then LaSalle has scored 13 unanswered points. Most recently, the last 5 from Nix Vereno. A corner 3 to give LaSalle their first lead since early in the third quarter. A technical foul called against John Moscow, and 2 consecutive foul shots made at the technical. Now this, games are won and lost at the front end.
Now, Bob, I didn't really want to say this at the time, but with that Wood 10-point lead, I think that every person dressed in white in this gym had counted the Explorers out. The Explorers battled through adversity, found themselves back in the game, and now they are in the driver's seat with 35.5 left on the board. 15
straight for LaSalle. Tough shot for Moore.
Very tough shot. Great contest from Sam as well.
And Nix Vereno comes down with it. LaSalle looking for their first signature win of the year. They've challenged themselves in the non-league, highlighted by a game against state champ Reading. Lost that game, have losses to West Catholic, nearly had that signature win on the road at Newman Goretti on Wednesday. On one-day turnaround, they now have a 6-point lead with 27 seconds left on the state runner-up, Archbishop Wood.
Huge free throw coming. Want to make it a 3-possession game. Sink this one. Maybe just slightly out of reach for Wood.
These are the monumental type of games that can really make a season count for a team.
Laster Got the easy finish. Timeout, John Moscow. Maybe a second or two extra rolled off that clock. It reads 21.3. Timeout on the floor.
You're okay with that quick two if you're LaSalle, obviously. Don't want to be in a situation where you foul on the layup, so you let it go. It's a crucial part again here. They've had difficulties on it all night, getting this inbound.
Listen, it feels like a pretty wide chasm. Archbishop Wood came in with a 3-game lead over this LaSalle team in the loss column. But both 6A teams, LaSalle is now going to be 3-0 if they can finish these next 27 seconds of gameplay. 3-0 against other 6A teams in the Philadelphia Catholic League, with the last of those teams, Roman Catholic, coming to town on Monday night. And then Archbishop Wood, they have a lot of difficult games coming up here in the Catholic League. If the loss column gets down to 2, you can find yourself in a situation where you could be looking at a situation where head-to-head comes into play. Long way to go. 22 seconds left on the clock. And you have one of the best full-court pressure defenses in the state in Archbishop Wood. They got a lot to say about this.
Gotta find Horace. Gotta get the ball to Horace. Their foul's open there.
Oh, and they took it away from Nick Verano. And a foul is called against Nick Verano. 18 seconds on the clock. One more look.
That's his 4th as well.
I don't know about that no call on the steal.
And Nix clearly did foul him there.
Definitely.
This is Josh Reed at the line.
Just 47% on the year. Looked pretty good there.
Josh Reed.
Back to
2 of 2.
Game. Need to get this inbound in.
So it's 60-57. We had that count at 59 for LaSalle. They had made the last free throw on the other end, so it was 60 there. 2 straight at the line for Josh Reed. Wow.
That is not 5 seconds.
And
simply not 5 seconds.
A quick 5 seconds.
That is. There was. I will say, the ref did not start counting when the ball was picked up. He started counting instead of, Chris takes his time to get to the end line. He started counting once Chris picked up that ball. Chris tried to inbound it. He gave it right back.
And
this game is
Tyson
not
Allen.
over.
That simply is the wrong call to make. There's no other way around it. As unbiased as we can try to be.
And the clock's still running, and Archbishop Wood not happy about it.
As unbiased as we can try to be, that is simply not the right call.
I think it is a ref discretion when, when the player is clearly trying to delay the game, trying to take his time, not allow Wood to stay set, allow his players to start moving. He can start that clock when he feels the ball is technically in play. He does not have to touch the ball off the inbounds.
That's tough, though, right? Because after a foul shot, the referee has to be the one to touch it first.
Exactly.
All right, 60-59, 16 seconds left. As good a game as you'll see in the Philadelphia Catholic League. And Archbishop Wood, what an effort from this team. They lost all 5 starters from last year's state runner-up team. They brought in some newcomers. They've had some organic growth from some prior JV players and reserves from last year. And this is a team playing with a veteran focus down the stretch here. They did give up the 15 straight to LaSalle, and a lot of teams would have folded in the towel at that point. Not this team, not a John Moscow coach team, not a top-end Philadelphia Catholic League
Absolutely
team. That's
not.
exactly what the Vikings are.
There's way too much talent on this team for them to just roll over. Absolutely.
I agree. Hard-fought game from both sides, really, from the start of the game. Can't ask for better basketball. Maybe can't ask for a little bit of a cleaner officiating job.
Hey, listen, it's really hard.
It is a hard job. It is a hard job.
Great job. Got the guy. Got to be strong with the ball here.
Nick Verano is fouled. Still just the bonus for LaSalle.
You get the ball into your senior, one of your best free throw shooters on your team. Knock on wood if I can find any. But
22 for 28 from the line. That's good for 79%. That matches the team average on the year. But tonight he's been a lot better than that. He has been excellent in all facets here today. and Carter, both from being on the air and listening. I think you know where I'm going with this one, and that's that games are won and lost at the front end.
Yes, sir.
Calm, cool, collected from Nick Sperano. Make or miss, Archbishop Wood certainly has time for a quick 2. If the Red Sea parts and more can get to the bucket. Brought down and a jump ball.
That is
LaSalle ball.
LaSalle
LaSalle ball.
What an effort from Sam Brown to go up and
Brown.
get that. Wow.
The no-quit attitude being put on display.
And he's out. They just ejected John Moskow from this game.
Wow.
John Moskow crossing over into the coach's box. Clearly you're not allowed to do that, starting to interact with LaSalle coaches. Game is obviously heated. Official sees it, ejects him right away.
So
the student section is waving him goodbye.
You know what? Here's what he's upset about. He's upset because Tyson Allen brings that ball down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now let's get a shot here of the Nick Sperano free throw. Well, Nick Sperano off camera hit the first free throw, 62-59. But if you went back and looked at the replay, and it was chaotic with everything happened, they met at the summit there, and then Tyson Allen pulled it down, and I think that's why the 50-50 call was called just that, a jump ball. But I totally understand the frustration from the Archbishop Wood bench, and if the roles were reversed,
we'd be just as furious.
Mike McKee and his staff would have had the same,
Certainly.
would have been disappointed in that call just the same.
Obviously, the situation was off camera, but standing up watching that, you had to see athletic director Rob Zanio physically take Moskow out of the gym. Certainly a scene here at O'Brien Court. Some Friday night drama along with side of basketball.
Now LaSalle just looking to successfully get it inbounds, and they do just that. Justin Moore immediately picks up the personal. Chris Williams goes to the line. Double bonus the rest of the way for LaSalle.
What a game we have tonight, Bob.
Absolute blockbuster.
Chris Williams, the 90% man from the line. He actually missed 2 early on in this game, but nobody you'd rather have on the line right now. And gets that silky smooth shooter's roll. It's a 6-point game with 11 seconds left. Kind of need a 3 here. Moore gets the 2, and the clock doesn't stop. LaSalle doesn't need to throw it in.
Wood just made a massive mistake throwing the ball to the official there.
And they foul him with 0.3 seconds left. LaSalle is going to win the basketball game. Archbishop Wood is going to suffer the first loss of the season in the Philadelphia Catholic League. And Mike McKee, this LaSalle team, they have their marquee win.
And what an atmosphere we have tonight, Bob. Unbelievable. Student section out in full force. And Wood fans as well.
We're going to think back to that 15-0 run.
Nick Sperano just blew a kiss to the Wood crowd, said good night.
What a show. No other words for this performance.
LaSalle gets their signature win.
Making a statement, and the students are rushing the court.
Definitely want to be careful here. Obviously keeping in mind safety for all the athletes. Should be physical game.
What a win for LaSalle. They take down Archbishop Wood. And now the LaSalle players are trying to get back to shake hands with Archbishop Wood. You're right, it was a physical, was a chippy game. And I know those LaSalle players do want to get over there and shake hands. Might not be the last time we see this game here, guys. These two teams as good as it gets in the Catholic League. The difference, a 15-0 spurt by LaSalle late in the fourth quarter.
Obviously can't get much better than a game like that.
Bob heading down to the court, trying to get a player or coach to get for this final interview. As we send it off, see who we can grab. Grabs Coach McKee.
But of course, Coach McKee, obviously the man of the hour here for this program, leading them
and
to.
I believe we will send it down to Bob briefly. I think we're still.
All right, guys, we're just going to do this audio style, but we're here with Mike McKee at center court. Mike, congratulations on the win. A marquee win here at LaSalle.
Thanks. Our guys were very resilient. I think they had like an 8 or 10 point lead in the fourth. We just kept doing what we do, got the ball in the post, scored, got it out. We just kept fighting. And, the thing is, the more you do that, Bob, all right, the more good things happen. You got to be resilient, and our guys certainly were.
It was a 15-0 run. You guys were down 53-43, 15 straight to make it a 5-point lead. Impressive effort, led by a guy that helped you take the lead and salted away, Nick Sperano, your senior.
He was terrific. He made a big three there, made his foul shots, got some rebounds and loose balls, played with passion and energy. He was great.
Mike, tough loss against New McGrady on Wednesday. What does it say about the character of your guys' comeback?
It says a lot, doesn't it? I mean, just to lose a heartbreaker the other night by 2 and then to come back and beat a team like this who hasn't lost in a long, long time in the Catholic League shows a lot of resilience. That's what this place tries to teach at LaSalle, and that's what we try to teach as a basketball staff.
And then we'll see you in 2 days for Roman Catholic. No big deal, right?
Good. Thanks, Bob.
Hey, thank you. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, buddy. Good to see you.
We'll send it back to you guys. Thanks for doing this. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you very much.
Well, Carter, obviously a fantastic game. What do you think was the biggest component for the LaSalle victory?
You know, that closing out the game, senior Nick Sperano stepping up big time. Shots finally started to fall late, midway through that fourth quarter, really got them back into that game. Student section involved, great atmosphere, an all-time classic in the Catholic League.
I would agree.
And from Bob Long Sports, I'm Carter Philman. Danny, Bob, thanks everyone for coming out. Stay safe, get home safe. Thanks everyone.